you guys, what is up? It is the Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I love all things thrift, vintage, new, nearly new, estate sailing, you name it. I love it. To my catwalkers, mwah, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together on this journey. You guys, it has been a little bit of a minute. Sometimes life be lifing, and I am here and ready to sit down with you guys. As you see from the title, I totes would drop $43,000 for that beauty of a bag. We are going to get into that. But first, there are a couple of things that I have rounding out everything for use for this spring and summer. And then the other part of this discussion, not necessarily in the order presented, that old bag is coveted. I'm gonna take a quick sip. Let me start with Walmart has been knocking it out of the park, especially in their jeans and sneakers sections. But I found myself in returns. Now let me give you a little hint. Walmart sells a lot of things online that you don't necessarily find in store. Hence, when people return things, those things land on a clearance. It's a small section where Walmart typically will put returns that came back online at a discount because they've been worn. You may want to find yourself in that section to check it out. I happened to be looking through that shelf and I found these little platform cuties by No Boundary. The platform on these probably is about roughly a little close to 2 inches high. These I believe also come in white, and I think that they came in green, but don't hold me to it. So if you can find these online or you find yourself in store at Walmart on the return section, I would strongly suggest you go and try to see if you can't pick these up. They are totally worth it. So next up is another pair of shoes that I found at Walmart. When I saw them, I was done. Oh my God, these give so expensive. They look great on. Now these I have worn. I ended up getting these in an 8. If you find yourself in Walmart and you are looking for the perfect silver sneaker, these are it. These rang in at $19.99, just like the others. Well worth the purchase. Next up that I want to show you is a fragrance. Mercedes-Benz. The three-pointed star, the beautiful, illustrious vehicles that they make. Mercedes also has ventured into apparel, as you all know, and also fragrances. And I came across a fragrance that when I smelled it, I knew I wanted to pick this up. It is Mercedes-Benz Eau de Perfume for women. It is a natural spray. The undertones with this, little bit of oud, a little bit of peach mixed together with some florals. This actually lingers so well. When you open this, a little bit is all you need. This will carry you all day. This rang in at $99. This is divine. Next up, some sunglasses. You guys know I am a huge sunglass person. I typically like to look for glasses that are on the higher end side, mid-range. Even Dollar Tree has some really cute sunglasses. Well, I happen to find myself on Amazon and I came across 2 pairs of sunglasses, same style, different colors. Knew that I wanted both of them. My God, this tortoiseshell pair with the pale tinted green. If you have a round face like I do, these are more on the square-ish, rectangular-ish side. They will work for your face. I picked up both of these sunglasses because I'm gonna show you the other pair. The other pair that I picked up is the black color. Sometimes you just want a muted, simple black. Let's just go black lenses, black frame, simplistic enough. Both of these sunglasses together rang in at under $15. So 2 pairs, it made sense. They look so great. They just are, they give the cool vibe that I like. Moving on, last thing that I want to show you, a sweatshirt that I picked up out of our favorite place, Walmart. Every time I find myself in Walmart, I told you guys, I always go into the sale section. I came across this sweatshirt, New York 97. Picked this up for all of $5. So look at my nails are cracked up. This is perfect for those cooler nights. Let's get on to the old bag, is the Coveted bag. I do a lot of reading when it comes to handbags, looking at all the different types of styles that have come out. I have an affinity for vintage bags, the uniqueness of bags from prior older collections, and it doesn't have to be from Chanel. It could just be a bag. Let me show you this beauty over my shoulder. This Yohji Yamamoto bag, all leather, zipper with lock and hang tassels. You can just sling it on your arm, or you could wear it up on your shoulder. That type of bag where it's like, okay, I can just throw my stuff in and I can get on about my business. And that is what I am loving lately. Finding something that you really, truly like, something that you're drawn to, whether it's a Y2K bag, whether it's just a older vintage worked in worn out leather bag, that is what you gravitate to, that is what you pick up. And I am loving the fact that that is all having a moment, because you guys know that it used to not be that way. And I'm talking these past many years, 8 to 10 years, where it was all designer, 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 designer. Now it is basically, as far as I'm concerned, anything goes. Bags like this that aren't coming from that heavily coveted side of the fence, and you know what they are much more affordable. I picked up this all leather Yohji Yamamoto bag off of eBay. I think this bag rang in at about $114, and that was it, with a little bit of change attached. But I mean, look at the aesthetic that the bag gives. Okay. So now, let's get into this. I do have some notes. I'm going to tell you something. This $43,000 broken in bag that I came across on Grailed, I'm going to post here so you can see this bag, ticks all of the boxes. And it's not just because of what it is because of what was done with it. And if I butcher this name, look, you can fix me in the comments below. I have no problem with that. But this is a vintage alt Aquarius beat up Birkin bag, currently listed on Grail. And for me, I'm speaking specifically for me, this bag's history is ringing some kind of bells, and it is answering and ticking all of the boxes that I like. Now, we can have a discussion about this. I'm just going to give you the rundown about it. If you want to go to Grailed and look at this bag, I'm going to leave the link for you in the description box, because you never know. Somebody out there may decide they want. If I were in the position, I know I would want. So the person who is selling this bag on Grailed, first, I want to give him a shout out. I do not know this person, but the way they describe this bag, they get 10 stars across the board from me, because they laid it out to a T about this bag. So the person who is listed this bag on Grailed is _the_GOAT_. So if you want to go and peep him, go on and follow him. I follow him. His items out of this world. Shout out to his curated eye. The thing that got me first was the way that this bag looks. This bag is so broken in. It is so, I have been and seen and done and lived some things that I am so here for it. Now, the description of the bag, I think you would want to read in full, but I'm going to paraphrase it. He has described this bag as, the bag has been around the world almost 83 times. I screamed, because when you start looking at the pictures of this bag, and I'm going to post some of these pictures here or here so you get the idea, but again, for full effect, go on and take a look at the bag on Grailed. This bag has seen some things, and this is exactly targeting what it is that I like for my bags to be used, enjoyed, lived in. You put it on the floor, it got spilled on, you spilled some things in it. It's not the end of the world. You can still make some amends to the bag and still carry the bag. But you can only imagine the types of persons who have owned this bag over its life. The bag is rolling over 60 years old. The way that the leather folds and the creases and the tears, wear to the sangles and the dark spots and the marks at the bottom of the bag. If I was looking to purchase a vintage large Hermes bag, a Birkin, it would be that bag. That would be the only bag that I owned. If I could, I would sacrifice every single other bag that I owned, no matter what it was, from Kelly's on down, for that story that it tells. And the stories that you could make with it, priceless. When it comes down to the price tag on the bag, the $43,000, which is marked down from, I believe, sitting at $50,000, the $43,000, to me, I'm not looking at it as far as the money goes. I'm looking at what you're getting. You're getting craftsmanship, you're getting history, you're getting a story to tell, you're getting the bag telling you a story, you're getting the bag telling people a story, and you're getting something that is coming to you saying, here I am, what are you going to do with me? I can only imagine the places that this bag has been. I can imagine the people who have oogled over this bag. I can imagine the owners who had this bag and they were like, oh my God, this bag is incredible. But could you imagine giving it up? I just don't know. But I'm saying this to you guys in that you know how I feel when it comes down to handbags. They're meant to be used. They're meant to be enjoyed. Yeah, all of that. But sometimes there are certain things that come along that can tell a story better than you could even vocalize it. And I like my bags to be able to do that. I like my bags that draw the attention and say, ooh, from somebody. And that is why when I look at this bag, I am so triggered by it. It is perfect, perfectly imperfect. And to me, that is what I think bags should become to people. Something that they use, enjoy, and love. And then ultimately, what? You release it back out so that somebody else can take it and continue to weave the story with it. So you guys, take a look at this bag on Grailed. Please let me know in the comments below your thoughts. If you could, 43,000 would you? Because I sure would. If you do not want to miss out on anything that I post, please, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I try to post videos every Sunday, but if life be life, and look, tap that if you do not want to miss out on anything that I post. You can head on over to Poshmark and check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. If there's anything you see there that you like, feel free to DM me there, or you can head on over to Instagram. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. Feel free to DM me there as well. You guys, there are some things that are coming in the horizon. There is going to be a giveaway coming. I think you will be pleasantly surprised about what it is. Stay tuned for that. There's going to be details about that coming up within the next few weeks. So please, if you don't want to miss out on that, do the things that I said. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe. Bye for now.
0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
That's real good.
stopping me.